What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Retro, a nostalgic podcast about retro gaming, TV and film, music, sports, pop culture, anything dope from the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s. I'm your host, Tug. That's your host, Will.
What's up?
And this podcast is brought to you in its entirety by Salty Water.
Let's go.
Salty water in the house. We got to crack it, Will.
We got to crack them now?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, them stickers are fire.
I'm honestly thirsty as hell. Cheers, that thing, huh?
I had one of these today after cutting the grass.
He sent me a picture cutting the grass with the salty in the frame.
My little boy hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, out there, bro.
But best way to support your boys is to go support our sponsors, y'all. Check them out. DrinkSaltyWater.com. You know what I'm saying?
It's fire.
It's good shit on a hot ass day.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Summertime. Come on. Hydrate your inner warrior.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, check them out, yo. Anyway, Will.
The intro just hits.
You had an eventful few days.
Did I? What'd I do?
Your son, you were just talking about throwing with your son. He threw a damn shovel at his daughter or something.
Hey, he's got an arm, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I never want anybody to get hurt or anything, but when he threw it, when I heard what happened, I was like, well, I mean.
It was a good throw.
I can see it because, boy, be throwing that ball.
He threw a little bitty kid shovel that for some reason we got metal.
So that they can work in the garden?
Yeah, and he just went like, well, she took his bat from me.
Oh,
and he looked at her like, bitch. Grabbed his shovel and went, yeah. And it fucking hit directly on her lip. And as soon as I went up to it, it was like, yep.
You know, when you see those wounds.
It was deep.
That are deep enough for stitches, you know right away.
I said, we got to go to the hospital.
I ain't going to work. You know what I do? I glued my son's head twice.
Yeah. I knew that though when I saw it, glue wasn't helping.
No, that wasn't going to work.
No,
Where it was
I was like, as soon as I saw it, the first second, I said, we got to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Don't that sucks too because you're just chilling all of a sudden. You're
Bro, having a great day. Everybody's out in the yard.
Everybody's day just got shitty, and hers is going to be worse than anyone's.
But she was a soldier, bro. It was cool.
Yeah,
she got her first stitch.
Yep. You had stitches?
I got like 100.
Damn, son. What'd you do?
Remember I pushed my hand through a storm door?
Damn.
The door before the door?
I got elbowed playing or I got eye boned. You know what I'm talking about? The eye bone right to the lip. Gave me 4 of them.
That's where that cuts happen in fighting.
Yeah. So, that's
stitches.
But look, y'all, we had the live podcast.
That's so fun, man.
Last podcast, and it went over great, y'all. And there was a couple production issues, but not too many.
Hey, man, because we're not up on our game. Yeah, we had to take so long off with the lives.
I got a bunch of ideas for the live too, for as far as the production, to where we can almost get to the point where we can do the show live almost all the time. I mean, those are big dreams, but if I can get like my little segment cuts in there and shit like that, I think we'd be able to do something real dope.
The lives make me realize how easily we could pull off a live at an event.
Me too.
Like, I didn't think we could at first, because you especially was like, we fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
And I think like when we do that, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting more confident with it. Yeah.
And they don't care.
Nah. I saw somebody send us a message and say, I really like the lives because it's super personal. And I guess it is, And
like if we did it live at an event, like you're going to see some fuck ups and you're going to see how a podcast comes together,
Yeah, well, I got to kind of get out of the mind frame of trying to make everything perfect for like, how I'll redo takes and shit if I mess up really bad, because I always have in the back of my mind, like, hey man, it's gotta be perfect, because if we make a video for social, I want it to, I just kind of.
You're talking about on the regulars or the lives?
On the regulars.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so like when we do the lives.
Like on the lives, I like
you can't really do it.
Well, if you fuck up, you can just redo it real quick.
I know, but I think it's cool, man.
I think it's cool for them to see like how we do it.
Yeah.
Like you might fuck up a little intro and then just redo it.
Yeah.
That happens all day.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I love lives, bro.
It was personal.
It's like behind the scenes.
That was the point I was trying to make. I'm getting more comfortable doing
with
those,
showing
and
your fuck ups
and just letting it go.
Yeah,
Like, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It was just cool to do it, and it kind of worked, and everybody seemed to like it. So, man, that might be the way to go in the future, y'all.
Maybe.
But we could definitely do a live show.
Yeah. I think that's in the future.
With an audience.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're there yet.
No.
As far as who's going to come. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And our audience is so spread out.
That's what I mean. It's like if it was in one small area and all these, it would work out. But it's just, I don't know, Chicago, though.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Chicago. I'll be seeing the stats, man. Y'all listening in Chicago. But yeah, Aunt Tammy made an appearance on the live. Bro. Shout out to Aunt Tammy.
She might have to be a regular.
So that was beautiful. That's kind of what I've always dreamed of, are like regulars. Mm-hmm. I've mentioned it numerous times, like the Jim Rome show.
Yep. And like Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
They have like regular call-ins.
Yeah, on like our lives. That would be cool.
Hilarious.
And who knows? Even one day it may get to where we take calls every show at the end or something.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun. And my wife thinks we should permanently move to the couch.
That's
versus
cool setup.
That's where all the lives are done. Versus this frame you see right now. If you're watching, if you're not watching, go check it out on either Spotify or YouTube.
That sign. Right
and there. Yeah, true. And tell us what you think, because I always like the movie playing back here. It adds I don't know what it adds. I just like it.
And the like we're so used to these being in the socials. This backdrop with the Donkey Kong and the TV and the game.
But this one is dope too.
It is. I like Heaven too.
I do too. Yeah. Just
but
split it.
If we went there, this would be chopped liver.
I know, you never see it again.
Never see it again.
That's all right though. It was never intended to be a set. Honestly.
No, it wasn't. It's just the coolest spot.
Yeah,
in the basement.
That's true.
I think it's cool to have two.
But I like how when we were over here, people keep talking about the My Pet Monster.
Yeah, I wondered if anyone knew
talking about the couch
that was not just a DeLorean in the background.
Right.
Because I was looking at it and like you're almost covered Jim Varney.
That's right.
And I was like, bro, if they only knew, that's Ernest in a fucking DeLorean.
Straight up.
Like that ain't Ernest.
Nah.
Right there.
Nah, hell.
That's Jim Varney.
That's a G right there.
Like he's pimping. That dude ain't playing around.
Nah, he's a G.
He's stealing your wife. You know what I mean? Look at that dude. Look at that coat.
I know.
That dude is not fucking around.
My man got a watch on.
He's like right there. He's like looking at someone else's wife, saying, "I'm about to steal her." Look at me.
Hey, that's the real Mr. Steal girl right there.
That ain't Ernest, bro.
Bro, he got a leather coat on. Is that leather?
Yeah, it's leather, bro.
Look at the collar on that
it's
piece.
Popped.
God.
And them jeans.
Damn, he got a ring on his middle finger.
That's what I'm saying. Like that dude ain't that. He's been playing a character. We thought that was Ernest. That dude's pimping.
Yeah, he's a boss for real.
Like that dude, when he talks to you normal, like in real life, he'd be like, "What? Hold up."
Oh shit.
I love Ernest, bro.
Anyway, so hey, if you want to support your boys, first you got to support the sponsors, drinksaltywater.com.
Come on.
And then if you want to support us personally, you can go to get a YouTube membership, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit. Don't make a damn difference. If you want to get early access to the podcast, you got to
and some merch coming up, so you get discounts on that.
Yeah, if you want at least early access to the podcast, you got to be a 16-bit member and above. And we have merch, like Will said. We got a couple things coming. We have one really cool one that I'm not going to mention yet, but I did post a secret in the Discord, a tease in the Discord. That's on our YouTube if you want to sign up and be a member. That's really cool. And sometimes we post videos, but there's more coming. But mainly you'll get good merch discounts and you'll get the podcast early. Dude, we're going to Universal Epic World, Will. And it opened today.
And we're not just going for that. We're mainly going for Super Nintendo World.
That's what I'm saying. Super Nintendo World.
Everything else is like secondary to us.
I saw Miyamoto out there. You see that Nintendo post of him out front? Like,
yeah,
it's open.
I've looked so many videos up. Bro, I can't wait.
I heard about this shit years ago because there's one in California.
Yeah,
and I mean, I think I caught the first news article about it.
I've wanted to go
when it was coming.
Since
that was years ago, bro.
Yep.
That was years ago.
I can't believe we're going.
I know.
Like, it's funny that we're going for our kids.
Oh, we're more excited.
But are we? Like, I'm gonna be a fanboy.
Hey, everybody's gonna be happy.
I love that my son is just Mario'd out.
Mm-hmm.
He might have a heart attack. He's only 2. About to be 2. He's got Mario shoes, Mario hat, he's everything. Mario? Like when he sees Mario, he might flip.
Oh, like a life size.
Yeah,
Mario?
He's gonna be there, bro.
Oh,
he's gonna walk. There's like songs in Mario, Take on Me.
Yeah.
If he hears that, he did it yesterday in the car. If it plays, he goes like this from the background. Mario?
Oh man.
He thinks that song is Mario.
He's the cutest little shit too.
Bro, I cannot wait to see it with my own eyes.
So we're taking up both of our families down there, getting the sisters together. So pray for us. And getting all the kids together is gonna be complete madness. In that Airbnb, bro.
Yeah.
Madness.
When I told my son that he was going with your kids, he cried.
Straight up.
Like he was like, I go vacation with Mason Mom.
Yeah.
Cry.
That's all they want.
That's all. They don't care.
Hey man, listen, that's all I wanted too.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Just be with my homies.
With my cousins, man. Shout out to Rod. I know he listens. Bro. I'm telling you, I wanted to be nowhere else except with my motherfucking cousins. That's especially when you're like a single digit, if you know what I'm saying. Like 8 years old, 9 years old, 10.
That's peak.
Bruh, that's cousin time right there. You know what I'm saying?
And they get to go to Super Nintendo World.
Don't get it twisted, though. We kicked it for a long time after that. I'm just saying that was peak cousinness.
And especially if you get to go somewhere with them.
That's what I'm saying.
They about to act wild.
You go to the cousins for the weekend, shit's going down.
Yeah.
Bro, one time I went to my cousin Rod and Kelly's and Emily's, and he had a 4-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over. And that was my experience because, I'm from the city or whatever. So whenever I go out there, it'd be like, my country time. Mm-hmm. It's where I got my real Kentucky shit on. You know what I mean? And they own horses and shit. Like I got thrown off a horse. Dolly did me dirty.
Damn. But I ain't have nothing like that.
But yeah, and they had 4-wheelers and shit. Like those were my 4-wheeling cousins.
That's cool.
And one time we were out riding this 4-wheeler. We would do it every time, bro. We just roll. He had this section of woods that had all these trails. It was dope.
That's fun.
I was out there riding 4-wheelers with him all the time. And one time I clipped this fucking tree. You ever clip a tree in a 4-wheeler?
I don't think I've ever rode one very long.
Really? Look, you catch just a little sliver of a tree.
Yeah.
On that wheel, straight left. On that wheel, bro, you're a dart.
Oh yeah.
You gone.
Flip.
I was gone. I was straight over the handlebars. Hell, he may have been on there with me. I can't remember. I think we got fucked up. And when we come back to the 4-wheeler, the tires didn't, did not match the handlebars. It did not match the handlebars.
Like, why does it turn left?
So, damn. People don't make it sometimes on them. That's how they hit a tree and go flying into a tree.
My first experience was like go-karts at the park.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker would just have a go-kart.
That's straight up. I know what you mean.
Like, why?
Have a hood go-kart.
And we just riding down the fucking park, bro.
Be a motherfucker with a little fucked up.
Somebody over there working on it.
With a little messed up moped.
Yeah.
Got them fat wheels low to the ground.
And they like if their one buddy's just over working on it while you're all riding.
Yeah.
Like, all right, come here.
Yeah, I got to fix it.
We're good.
But
I don't know how we got on that.
I don't either.
We were talking about Super Nintendo World.
All right, it's time to announce our Salty Water Trivia winner, y'all. Let's go.
The Inferno was the answer.
That's right. The Inferno was the answer to the trivia question.
The pirate ship from Goonies.
That's right. Good job, Thunderdome Gaming Society.
Boom.
Thunderdome Gaming Society. If you're listening, you won the Salty Water Trivia. Send your address to superretropod@gmail.com
and get your salties.
And we also commented on the YouTube post you made. and informed you that you have won. So just get us that information. We'll get it to Salty Water, and they'll send it out to you. And you know what, guys? If you get one of these 12 packs sent out to you and you got like Instagram or something, it'd be real dope of y'all to tag us and tag Salty Water. They would appreciate it. All right, y'all, time for a fit check. This time though, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Will normally goes first. I'm gonna go first today because first thing I want to point out to you guys right here, y'all see that hat? That public hat. What this is, it's called Public Schools Raised Me, y'all. They reached out to us, I don't know, a couple weeks ago and told us about what they're doing. A lot of people reach out to us and we want to support everybody, but sometimes they just connect.
It has to work, bro.
It has to connect, and this one really connected with us because we're both products of public school, and that's what Public Schools Raised Me. You know, they make all this apparel. It's got public on it. They send shirts and other hats. We're gonna wear them throughout, you know, various fit checks, and we'll tell you guys about them each time. It's a brand that was created to change the narrative that public schools are trash and to create some pride in public. Lots of successful, good, hardworking people are products of the public system, but we never hear about those stories.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And Will and I are proud to be from public schools, man. You know, I talk about it all the time, how I feel public school is probably 95% the reason the way that I am. Yeah. The way I am, you know, and I would say the same for you.
Yeah, like did we go to Harvard? No.
Nope.
But did we become like I don't know, like clever, like quick-witted, like street smart?
Yeah, there's something that comes along with it. Like, oh, and they sell this stuff. I don't even know if we've mentioned that.
Yeah, go to their site, bro. It's sick.
And the best part of that is 10% of every purchase of the merch goes to their nonprofit partner, Donors Choose, which funds local classroom projects all over the country.
That's what I like.
So publicschoolsraiseme.com. Check them out, y'all.
Shit, we have a lot of content that comes from our time as in public school.
That's right. You damn right.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of our listeners do too.
Hey, look, public school raised me, and honestly, public school made me. Is how I feel. Sure. You know. Yep. Let's continue though with the fit check.
You got that fire windbreaker.
See what I'm doing here, boy.
Lance.
Look, Lance the GOAT sent the motherfucking windbreakers.
Hey, shout out to Lance, bro.
For real.
Yeah, I think he just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Lance.
Happy birthday, Lance.
You are the GOAT, and we appreciate the fuck out of you, man.
That's right. That's right, dude. So I'm rocking this Nike that I couldn't have put in ChatGPT, make me the dopest windbreaker from the 90s and got anything better than this, if that makes sense.
Man, he killed it with that.
But that's what I got, Will. What you rocking?
I'm rocking the OGTs Ninja Turtle joint.
Shout out to OGTs.
Got some dope shit at OGTs. Go check them out. And then I just got what do I got over here? The Red River Gorge. My old trusty Red River Gorge. It's a forest here. Yeah. About an hour and a half, 45 minutes away.
Yeah, camping spot.
And we go often.
And dude, I had a camping trip scheduled this weekend. Like,
dude, we did too.
But we forgot it was Memorial Day weekend. Yep. So I was going to book it 2 weeks ago. That's what I'm saying. I was going to book it 2 weeks ago.
Don't go.
And I was like, somebody said Memorial Day weekend. I was like,
never mind.
When I told them I was going camping, I said, I'm going camping the 23rd or whatever I said. And they're like, oh, Memorial Day 28th. Weekend. And I felt a pain in my chest. I was like,
oh, no, I'm not.
Not going.
We were going to go, and then we ended up going to the championship of this tournament and spent 8-9 hours at a baseball field.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't going nowhere tomorrow.
Hell no.
Yeah. So.
All right. That's the fit check, y'all.
Just read it, motherfucker. You try to paraphrase your paraphrase.
Come on, man.
Oh, my God.
All right, y'all. Time for some fan mail.
I love it.
Whew. Sorry. All right, y'all.
Here we go, bro. It's going to be one of them podcasts.
Ooh, okay, let's go. All All right, y'all. Time for some fan mail.
Oh my God.
I can't get it out.
Should we go fan mail?
All right, y'all. Time for some fan mail. This one comes from Prince P. He sent an email, y'all. And look, Prince P, that shit was long, but man, it was awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I went and found him on Instagram and followed him and sent him a personal message and said, man, that email was dope, bro. Appreciate you. So I'm going to read just a little bit of kind of paraphrase what he said.
A little snippet.
He went on to say that we had similar childhoods, as we all kind of did. Said he came from the struggle, but his parents kept him toyed up, which bro. I know what he means.
Me too.
I felt like I had a good amount of toys for our situation. He said he relates to my shoe story about going to school with holes in my shoes and my mom blowing her whole check to get me some new ones.
Bro.
I'm telling you, my shit was talking. I remember it was this left foot, big toe was hanging out. There was even a rip. It even had like a little comb over. It was just open, wide open. And
it's funny, you went from shoe
to Jordans.
Up. Yeah, to shoed up.
First pair of Jordans I ever had in my life.
You
bitch.
went from shit.
Yeah. And then remember the Reebok pumps that she had ordered me prior through the Finger Hut magazine
came through.
Showed up like 2 weeks later. Bro. So I was every other day with the pumps and with the Jordans.
My mom went in debt on Finger Hut.
Straight up.
For her family.
That's right. Oh, and he said his mom shut that crisscross era down.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
She said he beat his ass if he wore
Yeah, that's right. And that reminds me of you.
Me too. I dare walk outside with a backwards fucking something on, bro.
Rusty was not having that.
Nah. Prince P, thanks, bro.
Hey, Prince P, shout out, man. Number love, bro. All right, this one comes from B-Rad from D-Town, y'all.
Dallas, Texas.
He says, hey, guys, just wanted to drop a line. I truly love what y'all are doing. It's wild how such a seemingly simple idea can bring so much joy to so many. I completely agree. Yeah. It was a random Instagram clip that got me. When I heard that MASH, the song, bro, and you said exactly what I was feeling in the moment, it was wild. That feeling of knowing the day was over, it was bedtime, it struck a chord. Real emotions, I was hooked. Immediate share with my brother, watching ever since. Those chromies too. I honestly thought that was only in our little pocket of the world. Never would I have thought something as dumb as tire caps would captivate so many youths across the country / world. Laugh out loud. I have no clue how y'all will expand and look in the future, but I'm happy to be along for the ride. It goes without saying, keep doing what you're doing. I have an excellent idea for a future episode if interested. Much love, B-Rad from D-Town, Dallas, Texas.
Come on, B-Rad.
That's a great email. Yeah, man. Hey, if you got an idea.
Always.
Like, dude, somebody sent one today that was great. So I'm really open for any idea y'all got.
We need y'all.
My mom was up visiting. We were driving around and shit. I took her down to Germantown. She made a comment about wanting a DVD player. And I was like, oh, I got you. Took her to Goodwill. First Goodwill I took her to, bam, dope DVD player.
Yeah, they even have DVDs.
I got her a couple movies too. And then I found Days to Confuse on DVD.
Yeah. So we're starting that now?
What, DVDs?
Yeah.
Only bangers. Only bangers.
We're gonna look for a spot.
Only bangers on the DVDs. Like I'll take C's on the VHS.
Yeah, me too. I'll take fucking D's. I'll take movies I never heard of.
I don't know about that, but
like we got a Jim Barney back there we never.
I know
heard
it just depends. See, that's different.
Yeah,
but I know what you're saying. So the DVD. Yeah. Now I'm starting to look at DVDs.
It has to be like A and B.
Yeah, it has to be like a lot. Basically, all the dope VHS we have, I want on DVD.
Yeah, I'll take it.
What's wrong with me? All right, y'all. Time for another mailbag. This one comes from one of our Discord homies, y'all.
The OG.
Matty G. And he sent this a long time ago, and I am sorry that we didn't get to it. It just kind of got hidden behind some stuff. But hey, here we are now.
We got it, Matty G.
I don't even know.
Oh, that's some...
It's a 10. Look at that. Super Metroid. Super Metroid 10. You can't go wrong with a good little decorative 10.
These 10s, man.
You know what I mean?
This is some shit we want all around our... Like, we want this all around us.
Hey, Matty G.
Thanks, bro.
We appreciate that, man. Sorry it took so long. All right, y'all. Time for another mailbag. This one comes from none other than Uncle Ed, y'all.
Uncle fucking Ed.
From Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to our Northern Ohio folks. That's where our wives are from.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, there's some shit in here. Wow. All right, so I'm just
Uncle
going
Ed, bro.
to hand you.
It never ceases to amaze
Grab
us
those.
that people send us shit. We never imagined this would be part of what we do. Sports Illustrated, NFL Extreme.
A sealed cliffhanger, Sylvester Stallone.
I love that. That's a good movie, bro.
Sealed.
I love Cliffhanger.
Anything sealed is dope. Thank you for that.
The Magic of Basketball featuring Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson.
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
I got a dope one right here, Will. We do not have it.
Let's go.
Hoosiers, y'all.
Oh, man. R.I.P., bro.
Gene Hackman.
R.I.P.
Okay.
Seems like there's some games in there.
Okay, now here's some CDs. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, dude. No Limit Records. Big Ed, y'all. Peep game on that. The CD collection.
Had that.
Bro, the CD collection is taking a step right now. Cain and Abel, y'all.
That was a banger.
Bro.
One of them I've played all the time.
Dude, this is so nostalgic right here to see that.
Yeah, I love
that. Is crazy.
This is one that was on the coming soon that I was like, oh, I'm getting that. That's beautiful.
Look at the Snoop Dogg. The game is to be
bro.
sold, not to be told.
When Snoop came there, it was over.
Wait, I got to look at this. I'm sorry.
No Limit killed it with the
Bro,
insert.
look, y'all. Holy shit. Dude.
Come on.
This is what I'm talking about.
That Mac. Look at that gear, bro.
This shit is wild.
Look at the gear on the other side.
There's No Limit. I remember this shit, the No Limit gear.
Yep.
Wow. Dude. Dr. Dre the Chronic, y'all.
Oh, man.
Dr. Dre the Chronic. This is a heavy hitter right here. Hell nah. Let's see if it's legit. Let's see if it's legit. Oh, baby.
It's real legit.
Let's go.
Uncle Ed, bro. You're killing us.
Damn, that
Look
Dr.
this,
Dre.
bro.
This is you. If you've been listening to the show, you know how I feel about this right here. I got MC Ren, Ruthless for Life, y'all.
MC Ren.
MC Ren. You got to put some respect on MC Ren's name. He's underrated in NWA in that whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with MC Ren.
Hey,
he had some of the dopest verses on NWA.
And speaking of what you just said, NW fucking A.
No.
Yeah. Look at that. Straight out of Compton.
Oh, dude, the
CD.
Okay.
Come on,
Bro, CD collection is next level right now.
It's
dude,
legit.
thank you.
Uncle
Holy
Ed
shit.
killing us with the CD collection.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I love that. Oh my God, y'all. Master P, Only God Can Judge Me.
Bro, I remember when they switched to that black case.
I know.
Or they're just harder.
Yeah, they're hard shell case, yeah. It was the coolest shit ever. It was a fucking part of the marketing.
Yeah,
when
it
you
was
saw
like,
it, you were like,
they done changed.
Oh, that's that No Limit
Yeah.
right there. And then, last but not least, we got Roger Clemens, MVP baseball with the booklet, almost to a CIB, y'all.
Nice. I don't think we have that.
We do not have this. He's been on the website, so it's
Roger Clemens.
I gotta update the website with the new games that we've gotten recently. I think I did, but there may be one or two that we have that I haven't added. That's why it's sitting out over there. I still have to add it. But if you want, y'all, in that description of the video or wherever you're listening is a list of games that we have on the NES. We're still trying to get every one of them, y'all. It's a slow grind. It's a slow grind, but we are on the way, and this one gets us one step closer, y'all.
Nice.
And if you want to send us a mailbag or a game for the NES collection, you can send it to 11167 Bluegrass Parkway, Louisville, Kentucky, 40299. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here, but it is 40299.
Help the collection.
Yeah, man. This is our collection. When I walk down here and see something that you guys sent us, which is a lot of it, I'm just like,
we're never selling it.
Crazy.
Never gonna see it on eBay.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I have the conversation with people when they start asking about the collection, or when they're like, yo, that's crazy, people send y'all stuff. I'm like, yo, but I think they trust that we're never gonna sell it.
Yeah, this is not
like,
for
it's
profit.
in my heart. Like, we're never selling
We
it.
just want all of it.
Uncle Ed, thank you, man.
Man, Uncle Ed coming through.
Fantastic mailbag. All right, y'all. Time for another mailbag. This one comes from Lib2199, y'all.
Lib.
Out of Ogden, Maryland. Hopefully that's what that says. Shout out to Lib2199.
I think it's Odenton.
Odenton. Y'all know I can't pronounce shit.
Bro, I mean, we're 50-50, bro.
Dude. This is literally, holy shit. This is like...
This is too much. And a note. Handwritten, hand-typed note, bro.
Dude, it's full.
It's coming out. It's going. You about to use lipping, bro.
I don't even know. The whole thing
is full.
The whole thing is full of CDs, records.
You know what you can do?
And tapes, y'all. Fellas, hope this mailbag brings you some joy. Found your pod when you did the Bone episode and instantly became a fan of the pod and have since introduced my wife and best friend to the pod as well. And trying to get my best friend to become a member, but different story for a different time. Since young, music has always been my passion. As a young buck in the 80s, I was obsessed with Michael Jackson. As the 90s rolled around, I found and fell in love with hip-hop. In the early 2000s, prior to iPod, I had a Honda Civic with 212s, 2 amps, and other custom speakers in the doors. Well, being in the military, I was geobocking and would drive from Norfolk to the D.C. area. On one of my trips, my car was broken down, and along with my system being stolen, my CD books were stolen, and even my airbags. Anyways, my CD books were commonly referred to as the Bibles by my boys. One held around 400, if I remember correctly, and the other held 96. And they always said that if I didn't have the CD, there would probably be a reason. The larger one had just about everything, and the smaller was strictly bone to include promos and hard to find. Needless to say, I was devastated, and the police never recovered anything that was stolen. Recently, I have started collecting CDs again and have come across 2 huge lots, and in this mailbag is my duplicates.
Oh, my God.
Also, I have been collecting vinyl since the late 90s, so the enclosed vinyls are duplicates, and you can probably tell the age of some with the Tower Records price tag on it. I miss that store. Speaking of music stores, who else got a CD from the wall and then used that front case / sticker to swap them out with a new one if you ever got a scratch? Yeah. Holy shit. I never pulled that one off. I was too stupid, I guess. Appreciate you all unlocking core memories and injecting into my veins that drug of nostalgia. Lib2199.
That's our boy.
Dude.
Right off top.
Sealed
cocaine cowboys.
Let's go. Dude, there's so many dope things here. Look, DMX, Nas.
Street fights.
Look, Ja Rule. Look, iconic Twista album. Dude, this is like so much stuff.
There's a sealed 50 Cent.
Ludacris. This album is incredible.
Above the Rim.
Dude, I cannot
CD.
believe all of this. Oh, shit. West Side Connection. Bone Thugs and Harmony album. Let's go. Dude, there's too many to go through. Dude, the CD collection. Will.
Oh my God.
Get Rich or Die Trying. And here's a classic Gorillaz right here. I love this.
Gorillaz?
This CD is great.
I love Gorillaz, man.
Word of mouth, Ludacris. There's some absolute bangers on here.
This Nas was banging back then, bro.
Friday soundtrack. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Eminem's first album. Eminem's debut with Dr. Dre.
Dude, Come on, man. You got Scarface, Greatest Hits. West Side Connection.
Holy shit.
DMX, The Great Depression.
Blackout. This album right here, I wrote this in the notes. I don't know if you saw. I just wrote Blackout because I want to talk about how dope this album is right here.
This is like when I think Method Man, Redman were like in the pocket. Like,
yeah.
Like they couldn't do no wrong.
Dude, Crazy Records, Foxy Brown, Cash Money Millionaires, I Need a Project Chick. Oh my God. Foxy Brown record. Fabulous, Can't Let You Go. Damn, dude. You sent some real dope shit. Look, DMX, Party Up in here. Holy shit. You do collect vinyl. A bunch of Def Jam stuff. A bunch of DMX stuff. What you got over there?
Got Jay-Z, Rockefeller Records, The Takeover.
Oh, my goodness. Some Jay-Z records.
Big Pimpin', UGK.
No way. Not the Big Pimpin' UGK Jay-Z record.
Let's go, bro.
Holy shit, on the vinyl? Dude, I can't even.
Lib, that's too much, man.
That's truly unbelievable.
It is unbelievable, bro.
The amount of CDs that we got on this show today.
It's crazy.
Wow.
What's this like?
Oh, this is great, y'all. I'm going to show y'all first.
Can't tell. Holy shit, bro.
How dope is that?
Oh my God, bro.
How dope is that?
Even though we lost that Super
Doesn't
Bowl.
matter.
Yeah,
it's a starter, bro.
No, is it?
Yeah, look at the bottom.
Oh my God, a starter.
That is the illest
sweatshirt of a Super Bowl game. The Buffalo Bills versus the Redskins.
That's sick.
I fuck with this, Lib.
Let me see the size.
Large, baby.
Dude, hey, that's fire.
Thank you, bro.
That's a dope sweatshirt. Lib, hey, Lib, thank you, man. Thank you for being a member on our YouTube.
We love you, Lib.
Thank you for being awesome, man. Like, I can't wait to now. We got to figure out where we're going to keep these CDs because they're a thing now.
I mean, look.
God bless.
It's stacked, bro.
All right, y'all. Time for a Discord drops. And if you don't know about the Discord drops, you need to get in the Discord.
Yeah,
we
man.
pull everything you're about to see straight from the Discord, and we shout you out in the process. And that Discord link is in the description of this video, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching. First up on the Discord drops, this one comes from Uncanny Mr. Mize. This meme is of 3 Domino's workers on the phone. It says, before the internet, these people would take your order, write down an address, and deliver a pizza to your home in less than 30 minutes by using a paper map like some sort of mystical land pirate.
Bro, that's so fucking hilarious, bro.
And true.
Yeah.
So true.
You don't even think about it because now they got GPS right to your door, and it seems like these dudes were better.
They were.
You remember, like, if it was there at 35, you'd get it for free.
You get it for, if it was there at 31 minutes, you get it for free.
These dudes were using nothing.
But pure adrenaline.
They were there.
And gumption.
They were like, look, you're getting there.
29 minutes, you hear tires squealing in the 100%. Fucking distance.
Like, look at that guy. Then
you're looking at the clock, bro. You looking at your watch, you hear a tire at 29 minutes. You're like, damn. Ordering the pizza back in the day was different.
It was.
And now you got the oven tracker. You see that fucking Drew's making it.
Yeah.
You see that Charlie put it in the fucking oven.
And still be late.
And
you know what happens now when it's late?
You see Tom pulled it out and put it in a box, and Josh is on the way with it.
Yeah. And you know what happens when it's late? Not
Nothing.
a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
You eating a cold pizza.
That's right. Next up on the Discord drops, Joey Dad Jokes hit us with the archaeologist now showing a nice piece of pottery that they're digging up, and then it says archaeologist in 3020 AD.
That's hilarious, bro.
And it shows them digging up a Blockbuster membership card.
Man, I that's one of the things I really am sad about. I don't have anymore.
Your Blockbuster card?
Yeah.
Because we had so many.
And no, I'm saying because I had it up till like, I don't know, man, 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It was somewhere. I remember seeing it periodically. I'm like, damn.
It was in a drawer.
That was crazy.
It was in a junk drawer.
Yep. And now that junk drawer is in the dumpster. Somewhere.
Yeah, it's gone. Man,
like, because I could buy one.
Yeah, but it ain't
that
the
one
same.
had my name on it.
It ain't the
and
same.
I used it.
I don't even want one.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, that's funny.
That's because hopefully that really happens somewhere. And it's so far away that they can't even figure out what exactly it is, you know?
Look it up.
They'll look it up and it'll just be weird. It won't make sense.
Look it up in the archives.
They'll be like, wait, physical
it won't
pieces?
even make sense.
What do you mean physical pieces?
Yeah, they'll just download movies by then.
They'll think we're so prehistoric.
Yeah. They watched them.
You know, they download them in their brain.
Yeah, they already went.
Yeah. Oh, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I laughed. Look, I laughed.
2 funny parts.
This one comes from Joey Dad Jokes. Again, he says it's a meme of a little girl wearing like a VR headset, and it says the technology that impresses kids today.
Yep.
And then the next one, it says the technology that impressed me as a kid.
Facts.
And it's the little, what do you even call this thing?
The little thing at the bank they put your money in.
The fucking spaceship at the bank.
Yeah.
That went up the tube and took your mom's stuff back to the bank teller. I was amazed at these things.
I still am.
Me too.
I use them frequently.
How does it even work? Is it suction? Is it air?
You know what? When I go there and I have like for $1,700 and I'll put it in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, better not come out. Like that money better not fly out of that.
Fly out in the pipe?
Yeah.
But hey, nothing was better when they sent it back with a sucker in that piece.
They do still do it.
That was the jam right there.
You know what this? That's some technology that impressed me as a kid.
What?
Was when you'd bowl and your ball would go down and then it just come up that. You'd be like, where the fuck? Like I just remember being a kid and being like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey man, this one right here came from Deviant. Him and his goddamn graphics. But
them baseball cards,
bro. He did baseball cards of us, and if you are familiar with the bit we did on the game,
the Japanese
game, Sleeve McDykel and Bobson Dugnut,
bro. I have a coach's thread for my 9-year-old team.
Yeah, and
one of the coaches popped this up in there.
He did.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Those two cards popped up in our.
Oh my god!
I was like, hell no.
That's Sleeve McDykel and Bobson Dugnut, the Japanese game designer trying to come up with American names. So funny. And then
He-Man.
He made us He-Man. And easily the best part about this is I'm holding my cat.
You know what the best part of mine is?
You got an axe.
Nope.
Oh, the trash can.
The fucking recycle can.
The recycling bin is looming over his shoulder.
Is the villain in this.
In Castle Grayskull. Yeah. So damn good.
Killed me, bro.
And you know... So Lance the Goat Carter put this one in here. It says, one day you walked into a Subway and purchased a $5 footlong while high as a kite for the last time and didn't even know it.
Bro, those are peak Subway.
That's the point I was going to make.
Like that does not exist anymore.
That I can smell that picture.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
That dude in there is making you a fire sandwich.
Banger.
Like that's when Subway didn't feel like their shit didn't stink.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They was working hard in that Subway.
That Subway?
That wallpaper.
Yes, that wallpaper.
That made me feel something.
Me too. The yellow. I swear I can smell the picture.
Yeah, when I went in a Subway like that, bro, it was an experience for me.
That's back when I liked Subway.
Me too.
I don't even eat it anymore.
I don't know anyone that didn't like it back then.
I know. I haven't had Subway.
You know what I mean? Like that's when Subway was banging.
That's when it was like, yeah. Subs are popping.
Now it's like, yeah.
All right, y'all. That's the Discord drops. And again, if you want to be part of the Discord drops, that link is in the description of this video. And if it is not, make a comment because sometimes it gets messed up and I'll fix it. All right, y'all. I'm going to play something for you. I'm going to play a sound for you. Wait, I'm getting a fucking Charlie horse. Ah!
Oh, my God. Bro, you got to put that in there. Jesus. Motherfucker just had a karate kick, Charlie.
Bro, you know, if you don't straighten it out, it's over.
Oh, my God.
Good Lord.
You could have just killed a ghost. Motherfucker's head was right there looking at them CDs. Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. Imagine you're 7 years old. You're in the living room. TV's on in the background. You're minding your own damn business. All of a sudden,
I'm gone. Took me somewhere.
I feel safe immediately.
Yeah.
Seeing that intro?
Seeing that dragon?
Bro.
In a book. Dude. Wow.
Dude. I immediately am ready to go.
All the feel goods.
I'm ready to read immediately.
Are right here.
That's right. Watching that does something to the chest.
It's in a book. Bro, they made us. Bro, they made us use our minds back then.
Dude, just that little sound right there, dude.
They took me somewhere.
Dude,
LeVar Burton.
That's right. LeVar, man. I trust LeVar more than I trust my own damn family.
Man, the people that made this show were on it.
That intro just grabs you, takes you somewhere.
Bro.
I mean, again, I feel safe.
Yeah. There's a bunch. I have a list of these educational shows, and they all were just hit right where they needed to.
Yeah.
Like they were educational, they were entertaining, and like you said, you felt like you belonged.
Yeah, you felt you felt comfortable.
Yeah.
That's
they
the word
made you feel comfortable.
I was just comfortable.
Yeah.
Watching my Reading Rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, come on. If you don't remember Reading Rainbow, your childhood was terrible.
All right, y'all. I want to talk about the smell of the vinyl when you open a car door on a hot summer day in the 1980s.
That shit, you could feel that it was hot.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It was a mix of hot vinyl seats, sun-baked dashboard, and fresh Newports, y'all.
Like, you could feel that vinyl cooking.
That's right.
Before you touched it. Like, you smelled it and was like, it's hot.
Bro, you could cook an egg on the dashboard.
That's hot.
You know what I mean?
Like, I remember many a time people sitting down, they're like,
bro, if that heat got the back of your leg,
oh my God,
you're going to leave a little skin on that seat.
And we just rode with it.
Yep, and then but if you had shorts on, you had to make sure all of the clothing,
didn't touch.
All the cloth was covering the actual seat,
bro.
Or you're sitting on the sun.
And that smell, bro, them cigarettes and that smell with it,
dude. There is something like I opened up. The other day, I saw like a '67 Chevy or something.
Like I want to go smell it.
And the windows were open, and I stuck my head and looked in there. Bro, the smell took me way back. I was transported back to the 80s, opening the same car up and smelling it.
I saw like that old school Trans Am, like perfect.
That's the shit I want.
It was
right
like,
there.
Oh my! Everybody in the gas station was taking pictures of this motherfucker's car.
Yeah,
because I see a lot of cars, but I don't see a Trans Am. Had the everything was perfect.
So, dude, you could open any car in the 80s.
Yeah, they all
and
had
smell that vinyl dash, pre-crack dash. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It had to be pre-crack. It had a certain smell because after it cracked, it was like the foam smell mixed in with the vinyl smell.
And you know what I was
That's the thing.
Remember our top?
Yeah.
That smell mixed with the vinyl and mixed with the cigarette.
That's what would happen when the vinyl would crack. You know what I mean? You'd start getting a little of that insulation mixed in with the hot vinyl. It's a smell, and it makes me feel great, and I'm super nostalgic for that smell.
I yearn for the day when one or both of us drive around in a car like that.
Oh, bro, I'm talking. I can feel the door locks. It's like.
Me too, bro.
It's those long. It looks like a golf.
I felt it.
Looks like a golf tee, but you just that's all it is.
My goal is ever to have a car from that era.
Yeah.
But mixed in with some new technology.
That's right.
That's my goal in life.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll come around.
You know what I mean? Like dope systems and shit in it.
Bluetooth. Matter of fact, I want an all analog car. Because now everything's digital. I just want to go back. I want to throw it back.
It'd be
to the point that there's an 8-track player in that bitch, and you got to hit one of them buttons. Or the radio. We've talked about it before. You hit the button, and it goes.
You know what? We're going to talk about that shit, and then we're going to be like this.
Yep.
God damn it.
That's right. I'll do it. But look, hey, remember.
Because I like going like that. Dink. And it always.
Like, think about that. Everybody now has the luxury of just rolling all 4 windows down. If you were by yourself, you had to manually roll all 4 windows down. If you were trying to ride with the windows down.
Imagine telling somebody back then about rolling all 4 windows down without even looking. Mm-hmm. You're a fucking magician.
That's right.
You just rolled all 4 windows down.
That's right. Imagine what we look like now to somebody 100 years ago.
It's so wild.
They'd be like, and 100 years ago in the grand scheme of things is not that long.
No, we're in the future. Who remembers that feeling you get when school is about to end and summer is about to start?
Oh, man. Best feeling ever.
It felt like the fucking rules didn't apply anymore.
Because they basically
the teacher didn't care.
Nope.
No one cared.
Nope.
Like, you felt like, I don't even got to be here.
That's right.
I can leave my classroom.
That's right. Were they going to fail me? They already told me I
already passed. Like, and I remember, like, it was just an air in the school where everyone was everywhere. Like, you got to go places you didn't in the year. Mm-hmm. Like, go visit other dudes in class. Like, I remember we'd just be off.
Just walking around.
Buddy. Yeah, not even where we're supposed to be.
That's right.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. And field day.
Oh, field day.
Field day.
Always at the end of the year.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, just the end of school, bro, something about it, and I still feel it. Like I get hyped for my kids.
That's right, because right now is our
it's
kids.
That time.
It's that time.
They're in there just having a blast.
Matter of fact, their last day of school is tomorrow.
And you also know that when summer starts, shit's about to change.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude.
I'm about to be able to play video games anytime I want.
Bro, you mean I can be standing in the kitchen at midnight eating Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah, or I'm up.
Yes.
I'm up at 10 a.m. and nothing on my schedule.
That's right. I can sleep in as long as I want.
Homework? No.
No homework.
No, we're good.
Oh, dude, it's the best. And it felt so long, too. The summers felt so long.
They did feel long.
Because now, but if you look at it on paper now.
Nothing.
It's 10 weeks or something.
Yeah, you're gone.
It's like 10 weeks. And I'm like, that ain't really that much time.
It almost felt like summer was as long as school.
It really did.
Like it was like a half and half.
Which is great because I know that my kids are about to go through that right now. Yep. They're about to have that long ass summer.
Life, bro.
They gonna be at the pool.
Makes me think
of
that
backyard.
That school's out.
Alice Cooper.
Forever. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
School's out forever. Fuck you. I ain't never coming back. This is it. Good riddance. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. When I left, like good riddance.
That's hilarious. But yeah, man, come on.
I loved it.
Cookouts were about to start. Slip and slides.
Sleepovers.
Sleepovers about to be official. Blockbuster nights. Let's go.
I'm about to do some wild shit this summer to tell people next year.
And that's when you really got to know your neighborhood friends. Like y'all did some shit.
Because most of them people you didn't see. You might back then. I didn't see them all your summer.
Yeah.
You see them one time, you're like,
yep. Shit's gonna change now.
Summertime.
We about to be outside.
Yeah. Who remembers summertime?
All right, y'all. Who remembers boxing your friends back in the day?
Man, that's the only way you learned how to fight.
And you didn't even necessarily have to not like the person to box them. You were buddies.
No, this is like playing football or playing basketball.
Yeah, it's sport.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking hit each other.
And what I think is cool is like me and my friends, we had been talking shit to like each other all day.
Yeah.
In sports or something, and then someone has the idea
we boxing
to bring the boxing gloves out, and you're like, oh shit, it's about to go down. You got to box.
Oh, it's getting heated.
Yeah, it would definitely get heated. But there was nothing better than settling some differences with some boxing gloves. Be your homie in the corner gambling. He bet on who he thinks gonna win. You overhear his bet. You turn into Denzel Washington real quick. You'd be like, oh, okay.
I like how
that's what's going on in here.
When it started, everybody was all pumped up. And then you realize how hard fighting is.
Yeah.
You think you're fucking bad until both y'all go in there and you're like, oh, we fucking suck.
Yeah, until you get punched in the mouth and you're like, oh.
Or you miss every time and y'all just can't hit each other and then you're tired as shit.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what fighting is until you go in there and like, I'm dead. Like, dude, I need water.
This happened damn near every weekend between 1994 and 1998. My friends and I literally built a boxing ring in my garage, my mother's garage, and we found some carpet outside and lined the walls of the garage.
That's hilarious.
With carpet so we could beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
and not fall into the wall or some shit. Yeah. We literally had a fight club. This is for real.
Bro.
But yeah, this is how we settled shit. And it was just sport. And there were no weight classes. Shit was like UFC 1. I was fighting people twice my size.
Yeah, there's no weight classes.
Getting my bell rung, but I'd be happy about the lick I got in. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get a couple licks in, and even though you got washed when the gloves were off and y'all were still talking shit to you, but like, yeah, I landed 2 of them.
That's where that comes in, where you hit somebody, and they still do it in UFC, where you'll hit a dude real good, and they'll be like,
good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot. All I want you to tell me is I got you.
You got me.
Hey, like I got it in me.
Bro, that shit you got right there with one pair of gloves. I remember seeing people fight with one hand.
That's what
you could only punch with this hand, bro.
Inevitably, there'd only be one pair of boxing gloves. So somebody's getting the right and somebody's getting the left.
That's what I'm saying.
And y'all just stand out there with one glove just boxing each other.
Looking stupid, bro.
Dumb as hell, and most of the time, whoever has the left-hand glove is getting washed.
Worked.
Straight
Unless you had that one dude
that was left-handed, and then it was
like,
fucked. It was like, but dude, I can't tell you how many one-handed boxing matches I've seen out in the middle of the street between my friends. This shit was normal. This shit was every weekend.
Boxing your friends was normal.
All right, y'all. I want to talk about the weekly world news. Remember standing in line with your mom, bored out of your mind, and then bam, it's right there staring back at you, y'all. These weekly world news covers were iconic, all right, y'all? Absolute masterpieces.
It was like so weird because you'd have this little moment where you're sitting at that register and you're like reading this shit as a kid.
That's right. Dude, these graphic designers were wilding out, y'all.
They knew how to. That was the first time they had to grab you.
That's right. People at this company did not give a single solitary fuck.
No.
Dude, blurry UFOs, Sasquatch at a wedding, mutant babies, each one more out of pocket than the last.
Yes.
It was like Ripley's Believe It or Not met the Twilight Zone at a gas station. The OG fake news right here.
Yeah. You know what this is like?
What?
This is like back then how we talk about people could just lie.
That's right.
Like they could just say whatever the fuck they want in this magazine and you'd be like, oh.
I guess it's true.
They wrote it down.
Yeah. They put it in the paper.
Why would they be lying?
Hey, imagine how many people they had out here tweaking, dog.
And people today think about how crazy the world is.
Yeah.
It's always been crazy.
That's right.
They've been talking about aliens and Bigfoot and fucking creatures. And
this shit was pre-internet clickbait.
It was clickbait.
It was clickbait before clickbait.
It really was.
Bro, so look, they had some absolute classics that have become part of pop culture lore, but check it out.
That's
I don't have
bro.
to Google it. I don't have to go looking for it.
We got you.
Titanic survivors found on board. This one is
Come on, man.
Titanic survivors alive, frozen in an iceberg found floating in the Atlantic.
How, bro?
Not to mention that they have been in there for 100 years.
They're still there.
Yeah, comedy.
They're frozen.
Computer virus spreads to humans, y'all.
Oh my God. They had people fucking spooked.
They were like, computers. These are when computers were just like coming
if
around.
my grandparents read that, their whole day's ruined.
My grandma will be like, well, baby, they
man.
said that the computer virus can spread to humans.
I'm not getting one.
I wouldn't. I see you back there on it all the time. I sure wouldn't be playing on it like that. Bat Boy became iconic in the 90s because of this cover right here.
Bat Child found in cave.
And he was a mainstay.
Oh my God.
With the Weekly World News.
There's people who told the other people the story and believed it.
Hey, the bingo hall was talking, y'all.
Did you hear about the Bat Boy?
Yeah, but I saw it at the supermarket. I don't necessarily believe all the stuff that I see in the magazine, but some of it, I mean, they got the picture of him.
That poor child.
Elvis is alive and running for president, y'all.
They still talk about Elvis being alive.
And see, don't do my mom like this, y'all. I know my mom doesn't believe it, but you know, there's a part, because you know how like you see a picture of Tupac or something.
You want it to be alive,
and they're like, Tupac's alive, and you're just like, damn, it looks just like him.
I hope
maybe Tupac is alive, yeah. And there's like that voice, like,
nah,
like, bruh, come on, you know he did.
Shut your ass.
But you want him to be alive, so maybe my mom wants Elvis to be alive.
All right, we all do.
This one's my favorite one, y'all. Bigfoot kept Lumberjack as a love slave.
That poor guy.
Hey, no chill right here.
That poor guy.
These writers at Weekly World News had no chill. You don't even know what was happening in the borough. Space alien backs Bush for president.
Of course he does.
And he's shaking his hand on the cover. This shit is hilarious.
Look at that terrible. It looks like a statue.
And this right here, there was no
AI.
No, there was no. Somebody took a picture as an alien. and they somehow made him shake President Bush's hand.
They photoshopped that, bro.
That's right. This is early Photoshop right here. Man's head explodes in barber's chair.
I mean, you're just freaking people out.
You can put whatever you wanted.
Dog, dead rock stars return on Ghost Plane. It's Buddy Holly.
It's Buddy Holly.
Oh my God, bro.
So, y'all, there it is, man.
How dare them?
Some of the funniest covers from Weekly World News.
Weekly World News, you owe us an apology.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about the top 5 video games of 1996.
Great year.
These are based on impact, sales, and cultural influence, all right? This was actually the year that gaming truly started morphing into its 3D era, and the battle between cartridges and disc was real. When I think of 1996, I definitely think of PlayStation's arrival, for sure.
For sure.
So let's get right into it, y'all. Top 5 video games in 1996. Number 5, Wave Racer 64 on the Nintendo 64, y'all. Remember this one?
Yeah, it was one of the first. Like I think it was one of the first games that came out with the 64.
Yeah.
Because I had it immediately.
That's right. And this was one of the first Nintendo 64 games to show off realistic water physics.
Yeah.
And we were all blown away. It did look good.
It felt like how I imagined being on a jet ski would feel.
That's right.
Because at this time, I had not ever been on one. It made me be like, oh, this is how it is. That little bounce. Mm-hmm. It made you feel it.
The announcer yelling, "You're way off course," still echoes in our nightmares. It definitely does. You didn't just race. You leaned into those turns like your life depended on it.
For sure.
The announcer never stopped talking, and 80% of it was pure shame. I remember this one right here. That was a weak finish.
Yeah, bro, they would hurt you on there.
Everyone tried to do backflips and tricks and ended up wiping out in midair.
I definitely
The
did.
dolphin level, this was your reward for pretending to be a serious jet ski pro.
Number 4, Crash Bandicoot.
On the PlayStation, y'all.
That was a good game, bro.
Naughty Dog's chaotic mascot with a tornado spin, y'all. Felt like Mario's caffeinated cousin who listened to grunge and had a skateboard.
Yeah, Crash was wild.
I loved it. I love breaking those boxes.
Yep.
I love getting the apples or the fruit, whatever it was. They had some super dope ad campaigns backing this game.
Oh, Crash was and they were pushing him, bro.
Oh, they were wilding out. This was their answer to Sega having Sonic and Nintendo having Mario.
Yeah, this was their guy.
This was their guy, and still one of my favorite games.
Dude, Naughty Dog's still making bangers.
Yeah, absolutely. And the controls. Mm-hmm. I love the controls on this game. Number 3, Resident Evil on the PlayStation.
This motherfucker right here, bro.
This right here, y'all. We could
do a whole segment on this.
This is the moment survival horror became a household genre.
It really did, man.
This kicked it off for everybody. You never trusted hallways again.
This creeped people out. This is the first time you could really it could show you how scary a game could be.
This was the first time I remember actually being scared while playing a game.
Yeah, it gave you the ickies.
It felt like you were in a horror film that you were playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely
gave me that feeling.
It moved your anxiety level. Number 2, Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. This revolutionized Mario.
You could explore, triple jump, swim, and fly all in one game.
Yes.
This right here, y'all. People forget the Nintendo 64 only had one joystick, and Mario still felt amazing to play. That's another one of the controls.
It was, this game, even today, when I play it with my kid, they love it.
It's great.
The whole game setup was next level.
Felt open world, you know?
Yeah, first open world game I ever played. I think.
Yeah.
Super Mario was an acrobat in that game.
He really was.
Yeah.
He could land some shit. I like how it tells you how to do all of those moves. The longer you keep playing,
yeah.
It tells you how to do all of them.
Jumping through the pictures. Come on.
Oh, yeah, the opening castle, bro.
Yeah.
The courtyard.
So beautiful.
Being inside the castle for the first
time.
time.
You could run around and not even know what the fuck you're doing.
Didn't matter, yeah. Dude, that castle is so dope when you find the slides in there and shit. Oh, man.
Bro.
Number 1, Quake on the PC.
This game was wild.
PC gaming's brutal and beautiful coming of age right here. The first true 3D first-person shooter. It was dark, fast, and addictive, and clearly paved the way for esports today.
Yeah, this was the first time people played LAN parties where you and your buddies just shot each other on video games. This was the first massive, multiplayer shooter. This changed lives.
That's right.
People got addicted to this and didn't do anything else because it was so fun to play with your buddies. If there's pictures you can look up where there's huge LAN parties.
Oh, man.
Where people would bring all their PCs and go to a person's house.
Yeah.
And just tear it down, bro.
Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails did the soundtrack and sound effects, including the eerie ambient noise.
That's sick.
Total industrial nightmare fuel, y'all. There you have it. The top 5 video games of 1996.
1996. I was a junior.
Those were some good.
School.
Oh, dude, it was a pivotal moment.
Yeah,
pivotal moment for myself.
I played
pivotal moment
all
for
those
gaming.
games, bro.
Me too. Played every single one of them. And I wonder if that's the first one you really got into on PC, because I know you're a PC gamer too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that started it for a lot of people's PC careers. People would get better internet installed for that game, just to have the LAN parties. I think Joe Rogan has talked about how this changed his life, where he fucking went full addiction.
Full gamer.
Yeah, where he got a new internet connection, ran to his house, and all just gone.
It's
like
crazy.
where this is his life now.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
This is my purpose.
I play Quake.
Hey, it's not a Hey, if you could get paid to play Quake all the time, fuck it, let's go.
Back then, no one would have ever imagined that you could get paid to play anything.
All right, y'all. That's the show. As always, thank you for hanging out with us. We truly appreciate y'all. But before we go, let's get to that salty water trivia, Will. What you got?
Water. This week's Salty Water trivia is from Police Academy. Mm-hmm. What is the name of the bar that people always seem to unexpectedly end up at?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Because you know what? I have no idea.
Yeah, it never left me.
That's funny, man. They're little details. I love little details like that.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, that's the Salty Water trivia. And what you need to do to win this Salty Water 12-pack and get it sent right to your door is leave the answer to that question in the comments of the YouTube video. And honestly, if you want to leave it in the comments of the Spotify video, because I've been seeing y'all comment on Spotify. This last episode has way more comments than we've ever had on any of our other Spotify videos, which is really cool that people are starting to use that.
It is.
Shout out to our Spotify listeners. So yeah, leave it wherever you want. If you listen on Spotify, leave it in there. If you listen on YouTube, leave it in there. I don't think you can comment on Apple, so you have to come over to one of those.
Yeah, we'll pick the winner.
So, hey, support Salty Water, y'all. DrinkSaltyWater.com for sponsoring that trivia, y'all.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, great show, Will.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Great show.
It's always fun to hang out with you guys.
Crazy mailbags, CD collection.
It's really out of control.
Went to the next level.
I mean, it's almost overwhelming.
It really is. Yeah, I got some cleaning up to do in the morning. I'll tell you that. But man, we appreciate you guys. Hit our YouTube, hit our Instagram, hit our TikTok, become a member on YouTube if you want early access to the pod. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all our listeners on Spotify and Apple and everywhere else, because people are telling me they listen to other places too. Amazon, and there's a couple other podcast apps that y'all listen on.
We don't give a damn.
Don't make a damn difference.
Listen.
And then superretropod.com. And remember, we got new merch on the way. It has been ordered. It's coming. Y'all be able to order it soon over on superretropod.com.
Yep.
Man, that's really all I got. I'm feeling great. What time is it, Will?
It's late.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Here we are, y'all. So, hey, that's all I got.
Let's go. Keep it retro.
Hey, you know what I forgot to do? One time during the show?
What? Knucklehead, mom.
Little knucklehead motherfucker.
Damn, I gotta remember to give our shout outs and our mailbags.
We need to produce.
Gotta give them all knuckleheads.
Who's out there that wants to move here for us?
Little knucklehead motherfucker.
And we out. Keep it retro.
Just like that.
Super retro. Super Retro.